you taught me this as well, that when fear was happening, remember, you're not the fear. The fear is just a thing out here. It's not you. And so when the fear would be, threatened to overwhelm me, I would picture it as a pink cloud and it just said fear on it. And that's just fear. Just, oh, there it goes. There it goes. And I learned over jump after jump after jump to build up this like a force field of peace around myself. And I would sit there in this Zen state, and it got to the point where the door would open and I'd still keep my eyes half closed. I'd keep my heart rate down, and my body learned that the door represented peace and exhilaration and no more fear. So I began to want to get off the plane because in the plane is where the fear was. Counterintuitively, I was perfectly safe in the plane. But I knew that once I got out that door, no more fear, no more pain, just exhilaration. When you voluntarily expose yourself to something that you're afraid of, you conquer that fear. And it's a technique that's used by therapists. So
the really important part of that is the voluntary part, right? The voluntary part's the really, really important part of that.
I forgot. One other thing that I did is I took away permission for me to quit, and I did it a number of times. And that's what I did. And it was like I took quitting wasn't an option. I took that off the table, and I had to do that a number of times.
But the reality is there is something to be said about picking up the heaviest weight that you can bear, metaphorically or realistically, and carrying that heavy weight, and the benefit that you reap from that is enormous. So that's where growth happens. That's, it's a beautiful thing.